Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
Just thinking of horror movies that would have Coob in the title after Zachary Kubish at the technical desk. So we've got Bram Stoker's Kubula.
Classic.
We've got Mary Shelley's Kubenstein. We got the Texas Kubasaw Massacre. We got Kubergeist.
He would just go around with rings of sausage and whack
slap people.
Frozen rings.
It's like, is there a killer on the loose? No, like I sort of got a light bruising.
Smells like garlic.
And I wanted to eat the Kubasaw, and he's hitting people with it. Would it be Polter Koob or Kubergeist? Kubergeist.
Yeah, Kubergeist.
He just walks around turning on your TV when you don't want to. Like he does because remember, was it the poster, the little girl watching the TV?
Right.
So he just walks around. Either if you want the TV off, he comes into your room and turns it on.
Yes.
If you want it on, he comes in and turns it off. Like people are going to bed. It's like, oh, did the TV come on? You got a Kubergeist. He's just walking around in the neighborhood.
Honey, I swear I set the coffee machine to start at 7 and somebody turned it off.
He's got a universal remote and he just walks down the middle of the street in a neighborhood and turns TVs
Opens
off.
garage doors.
Yeah. The Kubergeist is on the loose. He's mildly annoying with your electronic devices.
Peeking through the window, changing everyone's channel to EST through the window.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That'd
be pretty good,
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is a classic horror film?
Nightmare on Coob Street.
Nightmare. That's a good one. Yeah, Nightmare on Coob Street. That'd be pretty good. Friday the Coobteenth.
Who could forget?
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep
there's a
workshopping those.
few.
We literally came up with this idea 20 seconds before the show started.
I didn't even hear it.
Well, I just started doing it.
Yeah.
That's how it came up. I wasn't planning on having an idea.
Kubery instead of misery. Kubery.
Mex Bezozu, the Baba Coob. What's that one actually? The Baba Duke. Yeah, the Baba Coob is almost exactly the same. That's really good. All right.
Cubing
Instead of The Shining.
instead of the shining.
Silence of the Coob.
Ooh.
Silence of the Coob. The sheep. Oh, my goodness. All right. A rabid Zach in Cujo. That's from James. That one fits quite well. Cujo. It's my dog, Dad. I'll shoot him. That's actually from Old Yeller, but
Children of the Coob. The sixth Coob.
28 Coobs later.
I see Coop people. I know what you cooped last summer. Well, we got some people that asked you. Usually don't post chiming in this. Oh my God.
Dawn of the Coob.
Jeepers Coopers.
Jeepers Creepers. That'd be good. Yeah, that was a good movie. I like that first Jeepers Creepers.
That was a fun
movie.
one.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, I like it. But
What
like
was the guy's name? What was the thing?
The Creeper. I think it was just called
Yeah.
The Creeper.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just
Creeper?
remember the scene where he stuffed somebody down the well. Like that was the opening thing of the movie. I
The
think,
opening
right?
scene was the cars, and they were figuring out his license plate. Like how you said, there's that game.
Bumper Stumpers.
And then they said, "Oh, it's beating you. It's beating you." And then it turned out it was eating you. I don't think you're thinking. I don't think you're thinking of the right movie, Coop.
No, yeah, because they're going side by side. Like it's a big
Justin
van.
Long is in it. Yeah, he keeps passing them on. Like it just starts with them,
it's so
him and the
weird.
brother and sister driving, and then he's trying to run them off the road.
I
or
like
whatever.
this one. I know what you coobed last summer.
Oh, that's pretty good.
We could go on. We might just do the whole
show on horror movies with Coob
peeping Coob
in the title. The Coob drink, my bloody Coob.
Coob of the dead.
Derek, so he's going off the silence of the Coob. Put the Coob in the basket. it puts the Coob in the basket. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing? It is an Edmonton Oilers game day, everybody. I hope you're ready for it. They're taking on the Nashville Predators, a team they almost always beat, at least lately. In the last 18 games against the Predators, the Oilers have a record of 15-1-2. Tristan Jarry has been activated off injured reserve, as has Jake Walman. Now, the Oilers did not have a morning skate because they played last night. Chris Knobloch will talk in a little bit here, so we'll try to keep an eye out for comments if they come in during the course of our show. But certainly I would expect both those guys to play tonight. Jarry against the Predators in his career, very good. 4-0-2 with a 2.30 goals against average, a .915 save percentage, and 1 shutout. UC Saros, the expected starter for the Predators. Now, here's the thing. If UC Saros allows a goal, the Oilers will probably win.
I like those odds.
Well, here's why I say this. Against the Oilers in his career, he's only 3-8-1, but he has 2 shutouts.
Oh.
3-8-1, 3.49 goals against average, .904 save percentage. The Oilers now up to 23-16-7 on the season. The Predators 21-20-4. They're 12-10-2 at home. The Oilers now above 500 on the road, at least NHL 500, with a record of 12-11-3. Connor Ingram, very good last night. We want to dive into that story. We'll talk a little bit about McDavid's streak and some other guys who could be important for the Oilers tonight. Shawn Belle's going to join us at about 4 o'clock, and we will talk a little bit about last night's NFL game and I guess maybe the future for a guy like Aaron Rodgers and for Mike Tomlin, who has stepped down as the Steelers head coach. The Steelers have had 3 head coaches since 1969.
That's incredible.
Did I get that year right? Yeah, because we were looking it up. Yeah, because he was Noel 69-91, Tomlin 90. No, not Tomlin. Cowher 92-06, I believe, and then since
18 years, Tomlin's been the head coach.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, a lot of teams would have 9 coaches in that time.
Well, and just you wonder who's next there. I mean, that's a huge.
Wouldn't it be
position.
amazing if the Harbaugh that just left Baltimore went there?
When you said that originally, I'm like, yeah.
One of the biggest rivalries in the league.
That's a match made in heaven, though. Like, Harbaugh seems like a Steeler kind of guy.
Now, the thing is, would the Steelers, I know they want to win, but would they hire somebody of that age? Because they generally hire a guy thinking, okay, you're the coach for 15 to 20 years.
You know what?
So then you kind of want somebody 35 to 45, perhaps?
Yeah, and given that it is the Steelers, they're going to want, they'll probably come up with some name that you've never heard of, or somebody that's gone under the radar,
right?
And turns out to serve as the head coach of this team for 15 plus years.
Right.
Tomlin he's one of the best. He's one of the greatest coaches in NFL history.
1 Super Bowl title? 1 Super Bowl title.
Yep. Longevity and winning. I mean, he wins. I don't think they lost.
I don't think they had an under 500 season
That's right.
with him.
That's incredible.
They lost their last 6 playoff games. Was it 6 or 8?
They hadn't won in a while. Was it 2017?
It was a while.
Yeah. Oh boy, Reid, these keep
I wouldn't call him one of the best coaches in NFL history. I simply wouldn't.
Okay. I just think that somebody that's done it for that long at that level and has a championship.
I would say he's a great coach. Like, is he one of the top 10 coaches in the history of the NFL? Off the top of my head, I would say no.
Probably not. But I think he's going to be one of the greatest. I guess we'll know as time goes on, Reid.
Yeah, man, you've been saying some like hardcore stuff.
Eli Manning should be in the Professional Football Hall of Fame.
No, he shouldn't.
Yes, he should. This is a debate that's never going to end until Eli's in there.
Eli Manning is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. The Jacksonville Jaguars are not an elite or interesting franchise, and Mike Tomlin is not one of the greatest coaches in the history of the NFL.
See, I think it's the opposite. I think you're saying weird things.
I think maybe my standards are a little different.
Clearly. I never said Jacksonville was elite. as a franchise. I'm just saying, given the choices that they had for wild card weekend, they screwed up.
They made the right choices.
They screwed up. That game last night might have been more entertaining than the Sunday night game.
When was it? How was it? Halfway through the third quarter? Because I said the score in this game would be 12-10 for the Steelers.
Yeah.
And for quite a while, now I mostly watched the hockey game. So by the time I flipped over full time to the Texans and the Steelers, it was the Texans, right? Because I keep writing down and saying Titans. So it's Texans. By the time I flipped over and was done with the Oilers game, that game was pretty much decided. But at least for a while, it was 7-6 Houston. And my 12-10 Pittsburgh prediction was very much in play.
Yeah, was it 7-6 Houston or was it 6-7 Pittsburgh?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay.
You ever ran into somebody that calls it Houston?
No.
Or Houston?
Well, Houston is how you say the street in Manhattan.
In Manhattan.
You say Houston Street.
Right.
Yeah. I've never heard the city of Houston called Houston.
I have.
Except maybe someone said it by accident.
It's weird.
Like they pronounce it that way?
Mm-hmm. That's how it's pronounced. No, it's not.
Who said that?
Can't divulge. Probably listening.
Was it your sister, Emily?
Oh, no. Oh. There's a lot of Coob, like...
Yeah, these are horror movies, everybody.
The inbox...
It's just going off the rails now.
The River Cree Resort and Casino is just out of control right now.
780-218-9999 is how you text us. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. till 7 p.m.
Timber Woodsman, the Blair Coob Project.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's my favorite
Coach Mike Coob Razor. Juan, Nightmare on Coob Street. Big Dave, From Coob Until Dawn. Yeah, Blair in Calgary, the Human Coobapede.
Oh my goodness.
These are great.
Those
now,
are
I
good.
got to just set something straight here because I feel bad. Trev and I had a great day on Sunday. We've talked about it. There was. I'll tell you this. There were songs written about our hot tub party that we had, and we're going to get to it later because I'm going to need some help. But I just want the record set straight that I thought Sunday with the hot tub and the wings and the beer was a fantastic day. I don't want to underplay it. It was a top day of the year for me thus far in 2026. It might be the best day of 2026 thus far. But coming up at 4:20, we're going to play those songs for you. We're going to play both of them. And we're going to need some help. Trev and I are putting something together. I think Reid's going to make a cameo. And we're going to need the audience to participate. So before 4:20, Reid, if we can focus on this show and stop laughing at these wicked, awesome Coob
I
names
can't
that
even
are
keep up with them.
They're fantastic.
James says the Cooblander. There can be only Coob. The Chaos Jester. An American Werecoob in Lethbridge. It's specifically a Lethbridge.
I like the Lethbridge angle.
Yeah. Well, because Trevor's from that area, Pincher Creek. How close is Pincher Creek to Lethbridge?
Close-ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
So it's like
we're getting off the rails
It's like
here.
Trevor Goes Home. Have you seen An American Werewolf in London?
I have.
That is a great film.
That's the same
all
actor
all
from
practical effects.
That's the same actor that was the drummer in what was that movie? Tom Hanks is their manager.
That Thing You Do?
That Thing You Do.
Was he the drummer in that
I
one?
believe he was the drummer.
I can't remember.
Sticks.
By that, because what I think it's 1980 or 81, yeah, so it's all practical effects. And some of the scenes with the
Maybe
werewolf.
I'm thinking of the newer one, the remake.
There was an American Werewolf in Paris.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking.
Maybe that's the one you're thinking of.
But the American Werewolf in London.
American Werewolf
scary.
in London starts with them walking across like the moors of Scotland, and one of them gets attacked. So it'd be like Trevor Goes Home. He's walking across the plains of Pincher Creek, and he gets attacked. And then he goes into Lethbridge, the big city, and then there's an American.
then starts wreaking havoc.
There's an American Werecoob in Lethbridge. All right, so
The Coob have eyes. Ian and Timber Woodsman say Cooby does Dallas. That's a different genre.
I don't think that's a horror movie, everybody. Hold on a second here. Oh, my goodness. We certainly do have a good time. You know what, though? We don't want to keep somebody waiting here because he's got a lot of work to do. It's time to get to the headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The locals will try to pluck the Predators' strings tonight. Captain Connie is aiming for a 20-game streak. Look out, UC. You might wind up with a Saros. Cookie Jarry and Brick Walman are healthy again. Coach Nobby is going to have to do more shuffling than my brother-in-law looking for an ace. Someone ship old man Rogers off to the retirement villa. Houston ate him up like a Texas barbecue. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a rack of ribs in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm Chet Palmer.
Oh, shit. What did he called him Brick Walman?
Brick Walman. God, that's what he's got.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Cookie Jarry and Brick Walman. Well, I don't know if he's referred to Walman a lot. Walman's been out since November 20th.
I like Brick Walman. It's a good name. And Cookie Jarry.
Cookie Jarry. I think he's used Cookie Jarry before.
He's used Cookie Jarry.
Yeah. UC might wind up with a Saros. I'm glad you like that one. I think
Chet's good.
I think Chet just writes stuff to see how you're going to react.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Chet has the same wavelengths of comedy as I do.
That is the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear. Coob, what were you laughing at?
I wasn't fully aware of the movie that was related to
the one that has
Kubi
Dallas
Does
in the title? Yeah,
entry.
I think that is.
You looked it up?
I had to.
I don't know if we should be Googling
maybe
that at the workplace.
not on the work Wi-Fi.
I don't know if we should be Googling that. If that's one of those like NSFW. Definitely don't watch clips from it at work.
Yes.
Nope. Save that for your home time.
Fireable offense.
Oh my goodness. Poor Coop. All right. What are we doing here? Oh, it's a game day. So we got a Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. This is always fun. We had a good one yesterday.
Very good.
The clue that cinched it was urine. And who was it that got it again? I can't remember. But it turned out to be Moises Alou because Moises Alou peed on his hands to keep them.
Was it Mikey?
Might have been Mikey. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do today. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub featuring $10 tankards and $6 tequila shots, or as we used to say in Evansburg, tequila. Or you can grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal. Speaking of that film, featuring the drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and a limited edition hockey puck bottle opener. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. You must text your guesses to 780-218-9999. Maximum 3 guesses per person. Of course, that's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. The first clue is Rogers, and it is Rodgers. The first clue is Rogers, Rodgers. Now, we only have a 2-hour show today. Oh, so by the way, you guys have been doing a great job with the thumbs. We try to get to 100 every show. This is if you're on YouTube. If you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, that's also awesome. You can favorite the station or make it one of your frequent listen to stations so it always will pop up when you go into those apps. If you're on YouTube, you can do the added bonus of giving the show a thumbs up. Yes, we say we like to get to 100. It's fun, gives us a little bit of a plateau, makes us feel good, but it also helps build the algorithm for the station. These aren't just empty thumbs. They do help Edmonton Sports Talk as a whole, help you bring more people into the community.
Click, click, click.
And it gives me an excuse to play this jingle that I randomly came up with probably almost a year ago.
You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. So the first clue is Rogers, Rodgers. So we got to give these clues frequently today. We're with you until 5 o'clock. Tom Gazzola takes over at 5, GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Game at 6 between the Oilers and the Predators. It is Connor McDavid's birthday today. Was he turning 29 years of age? We couldn't get Marilyn Monroe, so I got somebody else to sing him a happy birthday. It's Terry the Turtle.
Terry the Turtle.
It's a little out of tune.
And out of breath.
I wonder why. Speaking of Debbie Does Dallas. Anyway, so we have our off-topic topic based on birthdays for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. Like, People are just going nuts with the Coob movies. Now we're doing horror movies today.
We are?
Save some of the other ones for like Coob flew over the cuckoo's nest. Very funny.
Good.
Not a horror film. We're trying. Anyway, so the off-topic topic for William Huff, it is Connor McDavid's birthday. What is a celebrity birthday that you are aware of or celebrate or might bring up or know about? I don't know if anybody would necessarily full-on celebrate a celebrity birthday.
I think so.
Well, maybe. I mean, I think I know when Taylor Swift's birthday is because I see so many. Is it not December 13th? Can you check, Coop? Taylor Swift's birthday? I know that simply because you can't avoid Taylor Swift stuff on social media or knowing Swifties in your life.
Huh. Do you know what year, Reid?
Well, she had an album, 1989?
Yes.
Because he called that one album 1989.
Date of birth, yeah.
Huh. So I guess I know that one just because she's a very ubiquitous performer.
I said Jesus.
I mean,
not the variety of celebrity I was thinking about.
Well, that's
but
one of the biggest in the world,
relevant.
I'd say.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I actually, you know, that has nothing to do with the birth date, supposed birth date.
Well, it was a
Jesus
long
Christ.
time ago.
Yeah. My memory's foggy.
The records weren't
They didn't have the best record keeping.
The Department of Births wasn't as always open. Yeah.
And who's the father?
Yeah. Well, sorry, did you say manger?
What's all this frankincense on the baby?
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good. That's a good one, I guess. That's a pretty big name. That's a pretty big name.
That's a big answer.
Jesus is a pretty big name. I guess mine would be Joe Elliott, the lead singer of Def Leppard, was born on August 1st. Easy for me to remember because that's also my parents' wedding anniversary.
Oh,
so yeah, sometimes I'll be like, say to my parents, like, wow, it's easy for me to remember your anniversary. It's the same day as Joe Elliott's birthday as opposed to the other way around.
Okay. Jen Cool says Freddie Mercury, September 5th, 1946.
Oh, pretty good.
Good one. The only one that I'm aware of is Simon Cowell.
How do you know his?
Because it's the same day as mine.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
October 7th.
Yes.
Yeah, I know your birthday.
Huh.
Parkside says lots of people celebrate Elvis's birthday.
Yeah, see, I think that would be one.
That would be a good one.
Well, I guess somebody
Not sure
else's
what
I
it
know is Warren Fogle, if he counts as a celebrity, because he was born on April 1st, just like me. I'm older.
Oh.
Yeah.
No joke.
It's just still coming in.
One for
Closest-
me would be Bob Ross
the
on my
painter?
birthday.
Oh, he's
yeah,
on
the
your
painter.
birthday?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you might remember somebody who shares a birthday with you who's famous.
Yeah,
My
I'm pretty
brother
sure.
dresses up sometimes as Bob Ross, the painter.
Wow, there was
a
an
good
amazing
job.
Halloween costume I saw.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
They did a whole painting on their partner's face, and then they went around as Bob Ross. It was pretty
See,
cool.
a lot of people are saying the same day as theirs.
Yeah.
Right. So Arnold Palmer and Brooke Henderson are the same day, September 10th, as Anthony.
Oh,
who
nice.
chimes in at
Oh, my dad's September 10th.
218-9999. This one comes in.
Also, one of my best friends is also September 10th. He might be listening.
Ace Frehley, same as mine, April 27th.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that's why a lot of people will remember.
Well, I wonder who shares the birthday.
Who's born today and shares with McDavid? That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know. Whose birthday is it? Who can we wish happy birthday to?
Close Encounters of the Coob kind.
This is getting out of hand.
Not really a horror movie, but a kind of suspenseful sci-fi.
Stanley Kubrick Orange.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
A Kubrick Orange. he's got his eyes propped open. He's got to watch.
With pieces of Kubasov.
Yeah, with pieces of Kubasov.
Shakespeare's birthday gets celebrated. That's in from Les Sweet.
Oh, that would be probably
Yeah.
certain parts of the world for sure.
Really random one for me is February 10th. That's Cliff Burton's birthday. It was original.
Metallica.
from
bass
Metallica.
player.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
He's a big member of the band. Nobody really gives him that much love, but he taught the guys how to write music. Big
right.
impact. Yeah.
It's Mikey's wife, Connie's birthday.
Oh!
What are the odds that Connie is born on the same day as Connie?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's a good point. Captain Connie and Wifey Connie.
Captain Connie.
And Mikey was our winner yesterday. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you're in the Nasty Chat on YouTube, you can keep posting absolutely amazing suggestions coming in there. And, of course, keep hitting the thumbs up. We're already at 55 thumbs. Let's go. Let's go for a 200 thumb show. Why not? What's stopping us? Once you click the thumbs up, click the share button and send the link off to somebody else and say, in 25 minutes, these guys have set up the Oilers and the Predators. They've had a sportscast delivered by legendary sports announcer Chet Palmer, and they've gone through numerous laughs and suggestions for horror movies with Coob in the title. And we're not even a quarter done the show. Oh. Shawn Belle is still coming up. We're going to have the Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. We're going to talk a little bit about Connor Ingram there. Jay has his play of the day. Buying or selling, apparently something wild is going on for that. Jay would not tell me all of what he's doing. Well, apparently it's going to be quite titillating.
And to reveal that you're going to be associated with. That you,
sure,
I'm voluntelling you.
You're voluntelling me what's happening.
It'll be fun.
All right. Here is a sportscast with the aforementioned Coop.
Dun, da, da, da.
Edmonton's Jake Walman and Tristan Jarry have been activated off long-term injured reserve as Adam Henrique has been shifted to the LTIR, and on the ice it's Edmonton at Nashville. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson chop it up with Tommy live at Boston Pizza Clairview for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That gets going at 5 o'clock only on EST. A total of 10 games in the NHL. The Canucks send a back-to-back against the Senators. The Lightning take on the Penguins. Tampa eyeing 11 straight wins. And the nightcap has Toronto and Utah facing off from Salt Lake City. NFL news: Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin has stepped away from his position after 19 seasons in Pittsburgh. The Steelers have had just 3 coaches since 1969. In other news, NFL Network has reported that the Eagles have relieved offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo of his duties. NBA action: there's 7 games today. OKC plays host to San Antonio. The Hawks and Lakers match up while the Warriors challenge the Trailblazers. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at AdvantageSportMed.ca to book an appointment today. More on the Reid Wilkins Show following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Hired or fired, Connor McDavid will join Wayne Gretzky as the only 2 players in NHL history to reach 2,000 points in their career.
I'm going to hire it.
This is an instant hire it for me too, man. I'm just looking at, I'm doing the math on her. He's at 1162 right now.
Probably does it. He has to stay healthy. There's so many variables. Who am I to standing in the way?
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
UFC 324 is live Saturday, January 24th at the Canadian Brewhouse. With TVs at every turn, ice-cold drinks, and non-stop action, you won't miss a second of the fight. UFC 324, live at the Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada Ice Dancers, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier on Support from Home.
We're celebrating all the people at home, the people that have supported us. We know our community is going to be cheering for us, and we know the country is going to be cheering for us.
Thank you, Canada. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
All right, appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Oilers in Nashville at 6 o'clock. End of the quick 2-game road trip for the Oilers. Dad's trip. Did you see Richard Nurse reading off the starting lineup before yesterday's game?
Fantastic.
Pretty good. They had to put some bleeping in.
Yeah, he was fired up.
He was, well, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, why not?
Darnell wasn't even in the starting lineup.
That was the part I found most funny.
I thought Nurse would be in the starting lineup.
Well, at the end when he's like, my guy. And love you, buddy. And then it was
Ekholm, I think.
Bouchard.
Well,
he was talking about Bouchard.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Like, I thought he was going to have a father-son moment.
Well, it's all right.
It's okay. He had fun with that.
We don't have an Oilers lineup for today because they didn't have a morning skate because of the back-to-back. But I can tell you that Jarry and Walman are activated. I would expect both men to play. I mean, and they
activate them, right?
Yeah, they put Henrique on long-term injured reserve to help with the cap. Ingram has until the weekend where they might have to make a decision about him staying on the roster or not.
Yes.
Why would you not keep Connor Ingram here? Can you think of a reason?
Yep.
What?
Well, up until that point, he can go down penalty free without having to clear waivers.
Sure.
Now you still have Calvin Pickard.
Yep.
I would just say, unless they want to keep 3 up here. Okay, but then that window closes. And now you have 3 goalies on your active roster.
Right.
One of them's going to have to eventually go down. You're not putting Ingram on waivers.
No.
So you're going to put Pickard on waivers. Do you think Pickard clears waivers?
I don't know. He might.
Now, Reid, I'm not saying, okay, Calvin Pickard is the glue that holds this team together. I'm not saying that at all. And in fact, unfortunately for Calvin Pickard, I think he would be the most expendable of the goalies.
Well, clearly. Of course, yes.
The thing is, for me, is how ready or how sure are the Oilers that Tristan Jarry is healthy?
Right.
Okay, this is a groin injury. Groin injuries, by all counts from Joaquin Gage himself, former goaltender, this is a tricky one to get over. He already had an injury to the same part of the body earlier in the season. Happened again. Now, maybe they roll with 3 goaltenders for 2 weeks through this homestand, say.
Yeah.
So that they can then say, okay, no, Tristan Jarry is healthy. Now we need to make some difficult
Henrique's
decisions.
not going to be back until after the Olympics.
Fair.
Could they just keep 3 goalies on the roster until the Olympic break?
And they're probably thinking of that. Because if you do put Pickard down, somebody will grab him. Now, okay, but that's all fine. I mean, things change. Players get traded. Players get moved. But if Tristan Jarry has another flare-up with this injury, you're now in a difficult position.
So that's why you wouldn't expose Pickard to waivers,
the only
just in
reason
case
why.
Jarry gets hurt again.
Correct.
Purely on merit and on play, I think Ingram clearly should be in the National Hockey League and on the Oilers.
There's no question.
We're going to give him the courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross. Every great play starts with courage. Alberta Blue Cross is proud to support Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you. Ingram talking about his game after the win over Chicago.
I felt good. It's starting to feel more normal every time we get out there. And luckily for me, I've been able to play a lot, so you can find a rhythm and just try and stick into it and hold on as long as you can. So, no, I thought I felt good today.
He looked pretty good. Now, for both the first two periods, he was not nearly as busy as Spencer Knight. But he made, there were three sequences in the first two periods when he had to come up big. And they were all off Oilers turnovers and egregious Oilers turnovers, including, 15 seconds into the game?
Very early.
Connor McDavid, who's on an epic heater here, turns the puck over right in front of his own net. And Ingram has to come up with two big saves. He made the saves last night that if he was scored on, you would say, well, his teammates screwed up. But as I often say, there's a reason they're called saves, right? He didn't give Chicago that momentum swinging goal or that goal that made the Oilers sag. Even and again, on those occasions, they wouldn't have been bad goals. They were point-blank shots off giveaways, which is one of the worst things for a goalie because he's thinking, the puck's going out, and then, no, now a guy has a breakaway on me. We're all alone in front. He made those stops. I think in the third period, maybe it was more the volume of shots than him having to be spectacular, but he made the saves. And also in the second period, there was a kind of one scrambly time in front that he made the stops. So, 4 or 5 little pockets of the game where he bailed the Oilers out. And in 3 of them specifically where he didn't make their turnovers hurt.
Cost.
So we could be sitting here today saying, 3 times the Oilers gave the puck away in front of their own net. That's why Chicago won the game 4-3 or whatever.
Well, which would also inevitably lead to, he should have had that one. When a defense is hanging him out to dry.
Right.
Well, he made those saves.
Right.
He kept him in the game. I thought the ice was tilted in the third period. Like, he was spectacular in the third period.
Well, Chicago, especially, I thought the second half of the third, they kind of realized, we still have a chance.
Yes, but 13 saves in the third period alone.
Yeah.
He kept that a 2-1 game, which then allowed them to blow the doors open with the empty netter and then Leon's goal. But he's been fantastic. He's 4-2-1 since he's joined the Oilers. He's got a .904 save percentage.
Yeah, 6 quality starts out of 7 starts. The quality start stat I'm taking off hockeyreference.com. It's an interesting one. And he's, look, his AHL stats were horrific, quite frankly. I didn't think just looking at the stats, I'm like, how can this translate to the NHL? So far, so good. I'd say so far, so very good. And he's going to be an interesting player to watch because he went through, obviously, the personal difficulties. He went through the substance abuse program. He's talked a little bit about getting through that and embracing playing hockey again and not letting a bad game or a bad goal weigh him down. Like, what did he say after his first game? He's like, it's just hockey. The sun's going to come up tomorrow and I'll still, have people I love in my life. But if you just if you take that out of it, and I know that's hard to do, but if you take that out of it and look at his career, so I'm going to throw away the first year with Nashville when he only appeared in 3 games, right? That's not very much. With Arizona in 22-23, he does not have a good record. He goes 6-13-8. He has a 3.37 goals against average, but he has a .907 save percentage. The next year with Arizona, 23-24, he plays 50 games. He goes 23-21-3. He has a .906 save percentage. He gets his goals against average down to 2.91, and he has 6 shutouts, which I'll refer to in a minute. Last year with Utah, 882, his stats weren't as good, but he was going through some tough times. Now he's looking like a very, I was going to say competent. That almost sounds demeaning. He's looking like a very solid NHL goaltender. Mm-hmm. Maybe not a spectacular one, maybe not a Vezina candidate, but one who will go out there and be like, hey, I'm at least going to stand in there against the other guy. If you lose the game, it's not going to be because you're shaking your head at me 3 or 4 times a night. And I want to point this out. In 23-24, Connor Ingram tied for the league lead with 6 shutouts. It was a 4-way tie, okay? The other 3 goaltenders to get to 6 shutouts were Sergei Bobrovsky, Charlie Lindgren with the Capitals. Do you know who the other goalie was? I know you know who it was. Coop, do you know who it was?
I do.
Oh, you were there when I was quizzing people too? I'll give you a hint, everybody, in case you don't know. He plays for the Edmonton Oilers currently. Tristan Jarry had 6 shutouts in 23-24. So That's why I give Ingram the courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross. He's coming back. He's playing well. And he's not just getting, I think, the love from fans because it is a feel-good story, but that's not the only reason he's getting the love from fans. He is playing well. I mean, he was a big part of that win last night. Again, through 2 periods, the Oilers outchanced Chicago. But if he's not on his game, it could have been 2-2 after 2, or even 3-2 Chicago. But he made the saves that needed to be made. And he never allowed Chicago to feel like, oh man, like we're look at us, we're hardly doing anything and we're tied. He played well enough that they were playing catch up almost the entire night once the Oilers went up.
Yeah, and I mean, in all serious, like Spencer Knight was spectacular.
Both goalies were good. I thought both goalies had good games.
I mean, that could have been 4-1 in the first, or 4-0 in the first period. What do you think of this, Reid? This is from McLean on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Send Ingram down, let him keep playing through the Olympic break, then make a decision at the trade deadline.
I'm not sure what the AHL schedule is during the Olympic break, but you could. But by then he'd have to clear. So he's saying send him down now.
Well, waiver free.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing is when it's waiver free because you certainly think some team would grab him.
I think it's till Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess like that. I can't argue with that logic. I think my point is he deserves to be in the NHL. And I think the Oilers need him. I think the Oilers need him in the NHL.
Yes, but then you're having to... Like, do you think there's trade value in Calvin Pickard come trade deadline?
Probably not.
Not any? There's some.
Yeah,
certainly some.
They play through the Olympics because they play on the 6th, 7th, 13th, 14th, 18th, 20th, 24th. I guess you could do that, so you'd have to send him down before the end of the week. And then you'd leave him down there until after the Olympics. That's what you're saying, and I think what that texter is suggesting.
Yes.
I understand that. I just also think even if he's playing every third game, like say Jarry's your number one, Ingram, to me, is a better goalie than Pickard, or at least the version of Pickard we've seen most of this year. So I'd sooner have Ingram in the NHL for that reason. For me.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just go by merit.
But I think the logic behind that is you'd get yourself out of any pickle involving waivers.
Right.
If you sent Ingram down this week without waivers, having to clear waivers, then you roll with Jarry and Pickard. And knowing that you have security in case Jarry were to have a setback or re-injure or re-aggravate.
Right.
Be interesting to see what happens.
But I'd leave Ingram on the NHL roster.
Well, I know what your logic is, and it is logical. He's the better goalie.
Right.
If you're looking for somebody that's going to be the backup to Tristan Jarry is the number one goalie. Nobody's disputing that. It's clear now through this sample size that Connor Ingram is playing better or capable of playing better than Calvin Pickard. Plain and simple. I don't think that's debatable.
No. Well, he's the best Oilers goalie the Oilers have had this year because Jarry hasn't played enough yet.
Fair point.
To really be in that discussion. Jay and I are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. During every Oilers game day at the Canadian Brewhouse, enter at any Edmonton and area location for your chance to win Oilers home game tickets. Plus, enjoy $1 off Molson Canadian and Coors Light tankards. See in store for details. All right, Jay's play of the day when we get back. Shawn Belle's coming up at the top of the hour. Here's the Coop.
The Oilers have activated Tristan, Jarry, and Jake Walman off long-term injured reserve. In a corresponding move, Adam Henrique moves to LTIR. And from Nashville tonight, it's the Oilers and Predators going at it. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee things up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Join Tommy at Boston Pizza Clearview for both the pre- and post-game shows with coverage starting at 5 o'clock right here on EST. Around the clock, there's 9 other games on the schedule. Calgary visits Columbus. Washington welcomes Montreal to town, while the Jets look for 3 wins in a row with a test against the Islanders at 7. Big news from Pittsburgh. Longtime Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin has stepped away from his position. Tomlin has has 2 years left on his current deal and has spent the past 19 years in Pittsburgh. Multiple sources have reported that Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles, has been let go. And tipping off in the NBA, it's the Suns facing the Heat, the T-Wolves. And Bucks squaring off while in Houston, the Rockets and Bulls hit the hardwood. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Paramount Flooring wants to give you more. Get free premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Catch them in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca. Jays Play the Day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
What does Mangiapane need to do? Do something where we're talking about you. You can't have the type of game where Tommy's hopping on GCL Diesel postgame show. You're not even mentioning Mangiapane.
Yeah.
It's like he wasn't even there.
Be a spark.
Do something. Start a scrum around the net. I mean, do something.
Create some offensive opportunities.
To make yourself noticeable in some way.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Oh my goodness! Well, our off-topic topic for William Huff has, I think we've had to change it on the fly here. Our off-topic topic was a celebrity birthday that you celebrate or are aware of. It's McDavid's birthday today, but off the top of the show, for some reason, we started putting Zach Kubish, at our technical desk. What's your exact title again?
Associate Junior Producer.
Associate Junior Producer. So putting Koob in the title of horror movies. Abuski, the Kubitiville horror. The Kubitiville horror. Kubitiville horror. The Kubitiville horror.
Kubitiville.
Gotta say that quickly. James, something wicked this way, Koobs. Koob Ferrato. That's a good one. Koob Ferrato. Jeepers Coobers. We were talking about, did we say that one already?
I think earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's already been so many.
Could be Cooper's Creepers.
Yeah. Coob's Play instead of Child's Play. Oh, Koob possesses a little doll. Or there's a little Koob doll.
Made of Kubasa. But it is, Farmer Brian did say his wife also shares the birthday with Connor McDavid. So 2 wives of listeners.
Two wives of listeners. We haven't had any first-hand
Happy birthday.
listener. This is pretty good.
This is interesting what Casino Dealer Jay said. Let's just all take a minute to reflect on this. It's insane that we are talking about Ingram and Jarry as goalies at this point. For sure, everyone assumed it was Skinner and Pickard.
Right.
It is interesting to look back, a month and a half ago?
Well,
Two months?
What of a lot of, not a lot of, but what's one thing we've heard? Just go and get 2 new goalies. Colorado did it. Well, after especially if we look at that Olympic timeline that the one listener suggested, which was a very good suggestion. Maybe sooner, but after the Olympics, the 2 goaltenders on the NHL roster could be Connor Ingram and Tristan Jarry, who 2 years ago tied for the NHL lead in shutouts. Just saying. Sometimes things change. It's not always the change people want.
Well, I think Ingram here right now, because Jarry came in, I can't recall. How many games did Jarry even play?
2.5, right?
Right?
Yeah.
So Connor Ingram's been somewhat stealing the show here. Tristan Jarry, hopefully this injury is behind him, can come in and prove himself to this team as well. Good timing as well, coming into a homestand.
Yeah. No, Ingram's a great story. 4-2-1, 2.70 goals against average, .904 save percentage. Like if that was his pace, so what does he have? 9 out of a possible 14 points. What's that for a points percentage? I can't do that in my head.
7. What?
643.
643.
So if for the rest of the season, Connor Ingram got almost 2/3 of the available points in the games he played, had a 2.70 goals against average and a .904 save percentage, would Oilers fans not take that?
Oh yeah, in a big way.
So just saying, hopefully he can keep it up. It's good for him. Very good for him.
No Country for Coob Men.
Again, not a horror film.
That's a thriller.
Suspenseful thriller, yeah, I guess. No Country for Coob Men. Instead of the, what did he have? The air gun? The air gun to kill the cattle?
It shot Kubasov.
Yeah, it shoots. Oh, my goodness.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today. Look for the EST specials on the sports page, including Jay's play of the day.
Yes. So we're going to the Oilers. We almost got that cover last night, too. The over 38 was 2 points away miraculously. If Pittsburgh could have put together a drive at the end of the game, that would have solidified that Houston Texans money line over 38. But we were really nowhere near it. It just kind of came lucky at the end as Mr. Rodgers threw a pick six. Jay's play of the day today, we're going with Captain Connor, whose birthday it is, as we've alluded to, and Leon Draisaitl, also a good player. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl both to have one or more power play points, Reid.
Okay.
Okay.
So if the Oilers score on a power play, there's a good chance they're both in on the goal.
We're looking good.
Good chance.
Good chance. And they went 0 for 2 on the power play last night. So I think tonight they're going to be a little hungry, a little angry for Connor's birthday. That has been boosted. I had to look twice at this number because I couldn't believe it. It's boosted to plus 275. So McDavid, Draisaitl, one power play point each.
That's it.
Plus 275. You can head on over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. You'll see Jay's play of the day, along with many other EST specials. So check it out. And always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, and that is presented by Play Alberta. We're going to bring you the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. So a couple other notes for tonight's game. We know about McDavid now on a 19-game point streak, 44 points over the course of this streak. So he is now one of several players tied for the 32nd longest streak in league history. And then if he gets a point tonight, there have been 5 other players to get exactly 20. That would take him... So there are spots 27 to 31 all time for the longest streaks. What's interesting too, Jay, and we talked about this last week, but I think we got to keep talking about it until he's stopped. is how many points he has put up, like per game.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so let's for argument's sake, let's say he gets 1 point tonight, which for him would be a massive drop-off in his pace. But let's say he extends the streak tonight with 1 point. That would give him 45 points in 20 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other players who have had exactly 20-game point streaks, Patrick Kane had 43 points, Brett Hall had 35, Brian Bellows and Paul Stastny both had 29, and Adam Oates had 28. So, Kane had 43. So that would be close to
what was
McDavid
Gretzky's when he went on that 51?
So he had 153 points. He had exactly 3 points per game.
That's absurd.
So that's another level. But McDavid, once you get, he's already at an elite level point streak, but once you hit 20, so if he does it, he will be one of 32 streaks of 20 games or longer.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And the Oilers are 12-5-2 in that 19-game stretch.
Well, banking points, which is good. Yeah. How about Bronco Horvath for the 59-60 Bruins 22-game point streak?
Who can forget?
Sure, many of us.
But, Reid, look at this. In the last 14 games, McDavid, 29 points, Draisaitl, 21, Bush, 17, Hyman, 15, Nuge, 12 points. No other players have more than 4 points for the Oilers.
Well, say that again?
In the last 14 games, McDavid has 29 points, Draisaitl has 21, Bouchard has 17, Hyman has 15, Nuge has 12.
Okay, so those are their top guys.
No other Oilers skater has 4 or more more than 4 points.
Really, this is in the last 14 games.
Yes,
not the entire streak. Well, it's, as we've talked about, it's a top-heavy lineup.
Now,
which is a little concerning, big picture, but
yeah, I think like that Kapanen. Kapanen's only been back for what? 4 games?
Yeah, and he has 4 points, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Podkolzin over that stretch has exactly 4 points, and they seem to be playing a lot better.
Yeah. I don't mind the third line, and Mangiapane was a little more noticeable yesterday. Didn't he get up to almost 12 minutes?
Yeah, 12, just shy of 12 minutes.
I know people are probably going to accuse the two hosts of this show of being obsessed with this guy, but who in limited ice time found a way to have a scoring chance last night? Curtis Lazar.
Our guy.
Didn't he? I think, didn't it tick Knight's glove and go off the side of the net? But he was right there in front of the net, got the shot away.
Yeah, he continues. That's a guy, Reid, that's doing really good things on the fourth line. And who would have thought when that acquisition happened that Curtis Lazar would be driving his own line?
Well, in terms of it being, a fourth line.
Fourth line aside, but he's comfortable with that. He's perfect for that role. So it's that third line now, if you can tinker that and figure that out. I actually prefer Roslovic, Savoy, and Howard. I thought they were doing some good things. So we'll see how long this lasts with Mangiapane.
Yeah, we don't know what they're going to do tonight. If they want to get Howard in so he plays in front of his dad. I guess who was it that was saying this would mean Pickard? If Jarry comes tonight, Pickard wouldn't be able to play in front of his dad. Goaltending a little bit of a different position. Interview with a Coob. Interview with a Coob Pyre. I like that.
Little Coob of horrors.
Kubian in space. No one can hear you, Coob. It's just, I had no idea this was going to catch on like it did. This is why we love you.
A Clockwork Coob. Didn't a Coobwork Orange come in?
Yeah, so now we got both of those. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. If you've already given us a thumbs up, then click the share button and send it off to somebody else. We got Shawn Belle coming up in a couple minutes. Jay has something apparently that's going to be shocking. And we have the words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. We have our second clue in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. So the second clue is Favre. The first clue was Rogers, Rodgers. And the second clue is Favre, Favre.
Favre.
Yeah. We got to get going with these clues here. I forgot to give it out. We were having so much fun with the movie titles.
We got carried away.
I might have to give the third one at the start of Bellsy.
That's fine, Reid.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe someone will take a stab at it and get it here over the 4 o'clock break.
Hey, you just never know, Reid.
You never know, do you? We can go to the break, Coop.
The Lock Shop.
You guys are obviously in on the Oilers.
Oh, man, we'll throw the Oilers in against the Preds on anything. So, yes.
But, I mean, Oilers just seems like an auto bet. And then what about Dallas in Anaheim?
Yeah, Anaheim's been absolutely awful. Yes, I like that a lot.
There's basically no travel. I think they're just sort of getting it together.
Let's do that. Let's go Oilers, Stars, and Caps.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Oilers and Preds face off with Edmonton making a few roster moves, activating Jake Walman, Tristan Jarry off long-term injured reserve, moving Adam Henry to LTIR. And at 5, Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson have the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show right here on EST. You can catch Tommy at Boston Pizza Clearview for both pre- and post-game coverage. And a few Canadian teams in action. Vancouver visits Ottawa. The Flames meet the Blue Jackets. Habs and Caps battle as the Jets and Islanders matchup. Meanwhile, Mike Tomlin has stepped away from his head coaching duties with the Steelers. He's been with the team for 19 years, leaving the role with 2 years left on his current deal. And the Niners have opened Fred Warner's practice window that opens the door for a possible return for the team's clash in the divisional round against the Seahawks. Warner's been sidelined since October 12th with an ankle injury. To the hardwood, the Nuggets meet the Pelicans. The Lakers take on the Hawks while Golden State plays host to Portland on a 7-game NBA schedule. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Why did you leave me so fast? You never gave me enough chance. Just fall out. Stay with me. Consider me. I know you can see me.
All right, it's 4:04. We're short show today, so this is our final hour because at 5 o'clock, Tom Gazzola will hop on. Where is he? BP Clearview? On location?
Sir, yes, sir.
For the Boston Pizza, he's at Boston Pizza Clearview for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show from 5 to 6. The Oilers play the Predators at 6, and then Tom will be on right after the game for the postgame show as the Oilers try to win 2 in a row once again. Reach their max once again. Max out the winning streak. Home game against the New York Islanders, by the way, coming up on Thursday. I'll give the third clue in the Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game because we got to get a winner here before 5 o'clock. The third clue is star Starr. So the first clue was Rogers. Rogers with a D. Second clue, Favre. Third clue, Star with 2 R's. Interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting. Bones in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Lazar makes the fourth line relevant. Rip City Step. Lazar is the best 4C in the league. Looks like we've got some Lazar love in.
I don't know about that. I don't even know if Curtis himself would call himself the best 4th C in the league, but he has a role that he has accepted and embraced and takes pride in, which is good to see. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's a game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. You get him on Hello Hockey every Saturday. He's on the Hangout here on EST, and of course, he's on this show once a week, usually on Tuesdays. It's our buddy Shawn Belle checking in. Bellsy, how are you doing?
Doing good, boys. How are you guys?
Yeah, I got to go. I'm doing well. Jay's doing well. We're having a lot of fun. I got to go off the ideas that we talked about earlier today because I heard you react to the text about Curtis Lazar.
The best 4C?
I don't know if he, like I said, I don't even know if he would call himself that, but it is nice to see a guy not worrying about his ice time, worrying about his performance. I do appreciate what he's done when he's been in the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you see a guy that's fully accepting of what his role needs to be, and I think that's one of the things that separates a lot of players. If you look at Mangiapane, you look at Frederick, like those guys are still kind of saying, hey, maybe we should be middle six guys, or in Mangiapane's cases, I want a new opportunity so I can get back to being a top six guy. Well, last time I checked, when you were in Washington, you were a fourth line guy. Didn't work out for you. So maybe it's time to kind of step back and embrace the fact that it's not necessarily that you can't do it or can't be a top six guy, but maybe you should embrace the fact that, hey, you can be a really good fourth liner. And if you do, maybe you have a little bit more impact in the lineup. So, Lazar to me has been a guy that's come in and said, this is what my role is. This is how I'm going to be able to make this hockey team. And that's what he's showcasing, and it's working really well for him.
Well, and I want to get your perspective on this because I've often heard that, especially the backup goalie, but then often your fourth liners and your 5, 6, 7 defensemen, they better have the best attitudes on the team. You know what I mean? Like Curtis Lazar is always smiling. You know, like Connor McDavid doesn't need Curtis Lazar to be grumpy or having a bad day. Like, is there some truth to that? Like, if you're lower down in the lineup, you better have a smile on your face and have a great attitude all the time.
Yeah, like there's nothing worse than a guy that's going to put up 10, 15 points being snarly about the lack of ice time. Like, I'm sorry, the star players like McDavid would be like, really, man? Like you're telling me that you deserve more ice time when you're only putting up 15 points? No disrespect, but like I've got 44 and 19. You're not touching this. So, yeah, like those guys should be glue guys. They should be guys that are, great people to be around, and they should be some of your hardest working guys.
Yeah, I will not say the name. It's Kelly Rudy's birthday, too, by the way, speaking of celebrity birthdays. He told me once he had a teammate who was one of the best players on his team. I won't say which stop it was for Kelly because Kelly wouldn't want me to give the guy away. But Kelly said the guy was so miserable, Rudy just finally started, like, acting as happy as possible around the guy. And then Kelly being happy, like, further annoyed the guy.
Well, it's like I think I've told this story on Hello Hockey, but when I was playing for Montreal, we had a team meeting, and Jacques Martin comes in and he's looking at the screen and he's like, "Hey guys, like here's a place that we should be dumping the puck in." And one particular skill guy, I will not name names, he raises his hand and goes, "Hey, I'm sorry, Jacques, but like I think myself, this guy, and you know what? Maybe that guy. We don't need to dump the puck in. I think the rest of these guys do because they're not as skilled as us. But could you imagine a fourth line guy saying that. Like, hey, Jacques, not a chance. I'm not dumping this thing in because I still have my skill from back in the junior days. Like, no. You better smile. You better be happy that you're there and work your ass off to make sure that you're impacting the team and help finding a way to help them win.
All right. Speaking of doing some good work, another great performance by Connor Ingram last night, only beaten once. And I'm wondering if you can touch on the impact. And look, we don't know what we can what if to death, but all we know is 15 seconds into the game, Connor McDavid skates in front of his own net and loses the puck. Chicago gets a grade A chance and a rebound. Probably nobody would have blamed Connor Ingram if the first shot or the rebound went in, but he made the saves. Like, what is the impact of that on the bench, even on McDavid, who knows he goofed up, to be bailed out by your goalie like that, especially in the first 30 seconds?
Yeah, like just knowing that you're going to get that save is it just kind of eases your mind, because the worst thing that you can have happen is you come out of the gates hard, you're playing, you make one mistake, and then all of a sudden it's in the back of your net and you're down 1-0, and then all of a sudden you're chasing the game again. And knowing that you're getting those saves, just it's hard to explain, but in your head it's like there's a confidence knowing like, well, maybe I can make that extra play, or I can do something a little bit different, knowing that I'm going to get that particular stop. And you're seeing that right now with the Oilers, is that they are getting that stop. And I don't want to say that they've changed their game since the trades happened, because I don't really think that's true. But it's a little bit more freeing hockey than when it was like, we got to grip our sticks a little bit tighter, because if we have that turnover, there's a high likelihood it ends up in the back of our net. And so just that mindset alone completely changes the way that you play the game.
Shawn Belle joining us on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. So now we've seen Jarry activated. I would assume he plays tonight if he's been activated. Pickard's still on the roster, and Ingram's still on the roster. We've had some ideas from listeners what to do with the goalies and stuff like that. Is this and look, you know it better than anybody. The NHL ain't fair, baby. It might not be fair to Pickard. It might not be fair to Ingram. Is it feasible to carry three goalies? Is that a great situation to have, one guy knowing like he can't even dress every game? He's just maybe going to be the practice guy just so they can keep the three guys around as a safety net. Like Jay's concerned about Jarry's groin, for example. What's your take on the possibility of going forward with three guys?
You're 100% right. The NHL is not a fair league. This is just my assumption. Like, I don't understand why you would carry three goaltenders, given that you're trying to accumulate as much money at the deadline as you possibly can for the cap purposes, so that you can potentially make a trade to help strengthen your team. So whether that's, a bottom six forward, whether that's a top six D-man, whatever that looks like, if you can only, because you carry three goaltenders and you get to the cap or get to the trade deadline and you only have $2 million left, well, how much are you actually going to do? But if you send that particular guy down, one of them, and you start to accrue a little bit more, and maybe you have $3.5 million at the deadline, well, now you have a little bit more of an impactful player. So we have a goalie controversy, in my opinion, because Ingram has played really well. But you open this whole thing with the NHL isn't fair. So my assumption is that they're going to send Ingram down. And he's on emergency recall. If we forgot that, he's on emergency recall. So the easiest thing that you can possibly do right now is send him down because he's waiver exempt. And I'm pretty sure Sunday would be more or less the last day of that waiver exemption. So you send him down to the minors, you get more games for him. You keep Pickard, which obviously we know that the boys love him in the locker room and they've saved him before. And now you just figure out that goaltending situation because you've bought yourself a little bit more time without allowing yourself to lose any one of those particular goaltenders. And now you've got a bit of a safety blanket knowing, okay, well, I know what Ingram can do when he's at the NHL level if Jarry were to re-injure himself. So now you've created a little bit of a pipeline and a little bit more stability in the net. And once again, this is my assumption. I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody. But if I'm just looking at it for face value, that's probably the best course of action.
Yeah. Well, it's and you're going to say, "Oh, Reid, you old softy." Like I'm saying, hey, Ingram deserves to be here. But I know
I don't disagree with you one bit.
Yeah, deserves is not always a relevant word either in pro sports. But yeah, London Knights fan says full cap in the playoffs, right? So now the rule in the playoffs is your roster can be over the cap, your entire roster, but your playing roster can't be over the cap. It used to be that your playing roster could, because weren't the Blackhawks $10 million over the 1 year Kane came back from injury? The Oilers were over with Kane. The Knights were over with, was it Stone or Pietrangelo? I think it was Stone.
I think it was Stone.
Yeah. So anyway, you still have to. It is different, but you could still carry enough players to have
you could carry those guys. And hey, listen, I think Ingram's been fantastic since he's been up. And so in no way am I trying to take away the impact that he's had on the Oilers. Like, he's made some big saves. He's kept them in games. Like, he's done a very good job since he's been in the net. But once again, the NHL ain't fair. The NHL, sometimes it doesn't even matter if you deserve it. If it's easier from a cap perspective, or, hey, we don't want to lose this guy in waivers, well, guess what? The easiest guy to send down is going to go down. Why put Pickard at risk to get sent down if you don't need to? Why carry 3 goaltenders if you don't need to, when at the end of the day you're still trying to improve your roster at the trade deadline? So there's multiple factors that kind of go into it. And once again, this is just my opinion, just my assumption. But to me, it's send Ingram down, which isn't necessarily fair. You got Jarry, Pickard as your tandem. And if at any point you need to call back a goaltender, you already know what Ingram can do. And then you figure it out from there.
Well, and that is a good point, too, because like his AHL numbers were like horrific. But now, oh, hey, in the better league, he can actually put up better numbers. I want to end with a quick thought on Regula, because I get the frustration with fans on him. But I'm also like, well, like they sort of need to play. Like you can't just scratch a guy every time he screws up. I mean, I remember Matt Benning when he was first an Oiler, made mistakes, and then he was, he had a decent Oilers career. And even Emberson has now kind of turned into a bit of a steady Eddie. And a year ago, it was kind of like, what's the thing with this guy? Like, I'm not saying Regula. My thinking is maybe Regula shouldn't play every game, but I still want him to play in the NHL during this regular season. How do you look at that?
Yeah, I mean, when you get to camp, he earned it. He earned his spot in the lineup, and he was a guy that was making the Oilers question whether or not they put Stetcher on waivers purely because they said, hey, Regula's been good enough that we could probably lose a guy. They made them question the Emberson, is he expendable now? So Regula has done a lot of things where, he's earned his way. Now, is he playing too high in the lineup? I think we've talked about this before, and I think we all agree he's probably playing a little bit too high in the lineup. But at the same time, how do you get more experience? How do you get better? Well, the more reps you get, the better you get. And as long as you're keeping your mental game in check and understanding, there's going to be some trials and tribulations when you go through the season and some adversity. But if he's consistently improving and he's consistently making that little baby step that you want to see, well, then to me, what would be the purpose of just immediately taking him out of the lineup and saying, hey, you mess up too many times, you can't be back in this lineup? But if he's getting better every single day, that's what you want. He's a young player, but at the same time, he had a massive injury. And how long did it take Connor Brown to get back from injury, to find his old self? Like, it doesn't just happen yesterday. So there's a lot of things that go with Regula, the injury. He's a young player, still trying to figure out his path and his way, and he's playing a little bit too high in the lineup. Maybe it changes with Walman back. Let's see how it goes from there, and then we can make our we can figure out what it looks like at that point.
Bellsy, are you on with Tommy tonight?
I am. I'm sitting outside of Boston Pizza.
Oh, you're ready to go?
Right,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for checking in. Looking forward to seeing you on the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Always love having you, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Always a pleasure. See you tomorrow, guys.
Shawn Belle checking in on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. With good perspective on the goaltending, not just Ingram's quality of play, but how they might handle the contracts and the roster spots. Again, I'd love Ingram to stay here. I get the argument that he's the easiest guy to send down, so maybe, unfortunately, he falls victim to that. At least a good problem to have.
Yes. It's a great problem to have, considering, how turbulent this position has been for the past couple seasons.
Yes.
Right? To have some steadiness in it. And once again, we'll see how does Tristan Jarry look tonight? How does Tristan Jarry look through this homestand? That's going to answer a lot of questions as well.
All right. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Home of the Kitchen Restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. till close. That's also where you're sending your guesses for the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. You're trying to win a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub. Okay? Any winner? We don't have a winner?
We do not.
So the fourth clue is Horning. Hornung. 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 Okay?
Huh.
So the clues are Rogers, Favre, Star, and Horning. I think somebody's going to get it now. If not, then we got kind of a giveaway clue. I hope.
And a reminder.
Is this coming up?
This is coming up. I will use this. And
he's holding up a bunch of tinfoil.
If you haven't yet, there's a lot of people watching. Let's hammer that thumbs up. Let's just get this words of the day out of the way.
Yeah. If you, we should remind people, because we're bringing in new people, I think. Once you hit the thumbs up, do not hit it again. If you just massively click it and you happen to click it an even number of times, it'll cancel it out.
The dreaded double click.
So click it once and then click share and then send the show link off to somebody else. Email, text, just say, hey, watch Edmonton Sports Talk. Check them out.
Buying or selling is going to be fun coming up after the break. We're going to buy or sell.
Because I don't know what's happening.
We're going to buy or sell on the new instant hit Hot Tub Peekaboo. And secondly, I'm going to put on my tinfoil cap.
I don't really know what's happening, so I'll just be rolling with it like the listeners are. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. UFC 324 coming up live Saturday, January 24th at the Canadian Brewhouse. TVs everywhere, ice cold drinks, and nonstop action. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your house. Here's Zach Kubish.
Edmonton's Jake Walman and Tristan Jarry have been activated off long-term injured reserve as Adam Henrique has been moved to LTIR, and there's 10 games in the NHL today. Edmonton visits Nashville. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson, chop it up with Tommy live at Boston Pizza Clairview for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That gets going at 5 o'clock only on EST. And some news from Tampa. Braden Point out week to week with a lower body injury. He went down yesterday against the Flyers, with Point leaving the game after twisting his leg awkwardly when colliding with Philadelphia's Cam York in a net battle. NFL news: Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin has stepped away from his position after 19 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Niners have opened Fred Warner's practice window. He eyes a possible return from an ankle injury to take on the Seahawks this weekend. NBA action, 7 games today. OKC plays host to San Antonio. The Hawks and Lakers match up while the Warriors challenge the Trailblazers. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just flooring. They're more than just flooring. They got doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor, Plywood, Leduc. The show rolls on after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Craig Button.
When the Oilers have been really good defensively, they suffocate you. They close you. I haven't seen anywhere near enough of that. If you want to be a Stanley Cup contender, that's an area of your game you got to get in order. It starts with a mindset and a commitment to doing it. And yeah, you can improve with some personnel additions, but if you're not doing it well enough in terms of execution, doesn't matter what type of personnel it is.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Milne and I are with you until 5. Then Tom Gazzola will take over the Edmonton Sports Talk stream for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Oilers right back at it against the Predators. Jarry and Walman are active, and I expect them both to play tonight. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement, featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instants, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app, sign up today at playalberta.ca. Look for EST specials. Jay's play of the day is what?
McDavid, Draisaitl, one or more power play points each.
Okay.
And that has been boosted over at Play Alberta to plus 275.
I'm not going to lie to you. I have wagered on it to happen. I think it will.
I'm not going to lie to you. I have too.
They did not get a, what were they, 0 for 2 last night?
Not a single power play goal.
They're due. Because they've been scoring about on every third one.
Revenge. It's a revenge. It's a power play revenge game.
Now, I'm pretty happy. We do have a winner in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the game. Who got it?
Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat. So.
Who, oddly enough, is not all that grumpy.
No, he's a very nice man.
Lovely man.
Yeah. So the clues were Rogers, Favre, Starr, and Hornung. I don't even know. He played in the 60s. So those were 4 of the 5 Green Bay Packers to have won the Associated Press NFL MVP award. The other one is Jim Taylor, who's the mystery athlete of the game.
Well done.
So Rogers got it 4 times, Favre twice, Starr and Hornung once each. Taylor was from that earlier era as well. So I wanted to work Rogers in today, so that's why he was the first clue.
Bonus points to Brandon, who got it on his first guess. He held his guesses back.
Oh, wow.
But Grumpy Cat got it in before you. And Sobe Kirk also got it, but Grumpy Cat beat you.
Grumpy Cat got it in a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a fun one.
Not bad. Should we do buying or selling?
I got to update the Mystery Athlete spreadsheet.
Yeah,
that's a good. You can start buying or selling while I'm doing that. Buying or selling, of course, is presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. I should just give the power play stats.
Yes.
Because I usually...
You must.
I always look at for the game notes, like I'll look for streaks, trends, but I always look at the special team stats. The Oilers power play first in the NHL, 33.3%. Preds with a decent PK, 80.6%. That is 12th. And the power play for the Preds, 19.9% is 17th. The Oilers PK, 79.8% is 15th. So kind of both middle of the pack when it's the Preds PP against the Oilers PK.
Okay, so as many of you know, for certain, if you listen to the morning show, the Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, also simulcast on Cruise 95.7 FM, Trev and I had a bro day. He came over, we watched some football, we had some brewskis, ate some chicken wings, and had a hot tub. So as you all know, the morning show and their songs, they love their songs, right? So Dustin came up with 2 songs. Now I need help, okay? Because as I said earlier, I want Trevor to know that this day was very important to me as well. It was a great day. It was an awesome day. Football, wings, beer, hot tub. Reid, that's a good day. That's a great day. I don't care who you are. So I'll set the record straight with that. Now, we need the Nasty's help. We need the listeners' help. So, Coob, I want you to play both of the songs. You don't have to play them all. We'll do like 10, 12 seconds of each one so you get the gist of it. And then I need a poll. I need a poll put in the Nasty chat.
Okay.
Because here's what we're going to do. Because these songs are too good to let go to waste. Trev and I had such a fun time that we want to recreate this and make the music video for one of these songs. So Trev and I, whatever song wins this vote, will put together a real live music video with a cameo from Reid. Reid's going to be a part of the music video.
Apparently I am.
Which means Reid's also going to have to come over to my house. So this is a way of getting Reid out there so we can have a friends date.
Okay.
And then you guys can maybe all go in the hot
tub. I was
tub.
at your property and was not invited into the house the one time I was there.
We had to go golf. We had to leave. So let's get to the songs first. So the votes are going to be crunk or reggae. So, Coob, why don't you play the crunk one first?
I got you.
Hot tub, peekaboo. Oh. Hey. Hot tub, peekaboo.
At Glue Guy's place having some beers.
Hey. Hot tub, peekaboo.
Laughing so hard you just are in tears. Sunday afternoon, what should you do? Hop in the hot tub for some peekaboo.
Hot tub, peekaboo.
Splashing around.
Hot tub, peekaboo. It's going down. Hot tub, peekaboo.
Okay, so that's Hot Tub Peekaboo Crunk. Now we're going to play the smash hit, the reggae version of Hot Tub Peekaboo. See, I can envision you playing this.
I like this one better. I heard them this morning.
Blue Guy's place having some beer.
Same lyrics?
I believe.
So hard, you just are in tears.
No.
Sunday afternoon, what should you do? Hop in the hot tub for some peekaboo. Hot tub peekaboo, splashing around. Hot tub peekaboo, it's going down.
Okay, so there you have it. You have 2 Hot Tub Peekaboo selections. Coob, I want you to throw that poll up in the chat. of whichever one wins before the show ends. Reminder, we are out of here at 4:55 to send you over to BP's Clairview for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola and Benny Boy Thompson. The vote will happen. Whatever is voted, we're going to make a video for, and Reid has agreed to make a cameo.
Apparently I have.
We've got ideas. Don't worry, you will not have to be in the hot tub or shirtless, or it'll be tastefully
I'm not taking
done.
my shirt off.
It'll be tastefully done. Well, Trevor and I are. We will be, because it's a hot tub. Peekaboo. So let's throw that up. We'll see what the people say. Okay. I have it with me.
Well, you're on to the next thing already.
Tin foil.
All right.
So I'm going to...
What? Were we baking something?
No.
Don't put tin foil in the microwave, by the way.
I'm trying to make a hat.
You should have pre-made the hat. Much of your cranium is still exposed.
Well, it's covered.
They're gonna convert.
I'm
the
shielded.
back of your head is exposed.
I'm shielded.
No, you aren't.
Well, I'll get another
This is
piece.
dangerous.
Okay, hang on.
I don't even know what he's doing, but I've decided it's dangerous. By the way, if you have not hit the thumbs up on YouTube, please do so. We are past 100, but let's see how I wanted to get to 200. Let's see how high we go. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up on YouTube, click it in the next 15 minutes.
Click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must.
All
You
right,
must.
That's
you must
much
click.
better.
Thumb.
Your brain
Am
is
I protected?
safer. Yes.
Reggae Hot Tub Peekaboo taking the early lead.
Well, I voted for it.
Okay. Okay. Have you heard... Well, let's just start here. The 49ers have had some significant injuries over the past several seasons.
Okay.
In fact, most notably since they moved to Levi Stadium in 2014, they're the top 5 in adjusted games lost in 10 of the 11 seasons after that.
Okay.
Top 5 in adjusted games lost. Adjusted games lost means teams total injury burden by counting games lost. Okay. They've had 7 full Achilles ruptures. Do you know what the league average per year is? Not per team, just the league, the NFL.
Okay, sorry, say that again.
The San Francisco 49ers, since moving to Levi Stadium in 2014, has had 7 full Achilles ruptures.
Okay.
Do you know what the league average is per year? Not per team, just throughout the year.
0.7.
2 to 3 per year in the entire NFL.
Okay.
San Francisco's had 7.
Not per year.
2 to 3 per year. Not per
wait
team.
a minute. San Francisco is 7 total or 7 per year?
7 total in the 12 years they've been at Levi Stadium. It's far, far above the league average.
No, but you didn't do the league average per team. You did the entire
Well, the league average per team would be point something.
Oh, like 0.1.
Yeah.
3 out of 32.
It's not a big...
Oh, okay. I see what you did. Okay.
They have a lot of them. They've had 40-plus major hamstring tears. Okay? Have you heard of the electrical substations theory?
I have not.
You have not?
I have not, Jay.
Okay.
Please tell me.
Where the San Francisco 49ers Levi Stadium.
Yes.
Well, behind Levi Stadium is the 49ers practice facility. Right there.
Okay.
Right in Santa Clara.
All right.
Do you know what sits right beside the 49ers training facility?
This substation?
A massive electrical substation.
Oh, my goodness.
Reid.
Okay.
This massive electrical substation emits low-frequency electromagnetic fields.
Okay.
Now, these are all at levels that regulators would say are not a risk to the people.
All right.
However, low-frequency electromagnetic fields can degrade collagen, weaken tendons, and cause soft tissue damage. Reid, buying or selling that the electrical substation beside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, is contributing to the San Francisco 49ers and their injury-riddled teams.
Mulder, I feel like I have to be Scully. Mulder, these men play a dangerous sport. If they're 300-pounders crashing together at high speeds, they're going to get hurt.
So you don't think that there's any correlation here?
No.
Look at these notable injuries from 2025. Purdy, shoulder injury, toe injury in week 1. Kittle placed on 4-week IR with hamstring injury. Nick Bosa placed on season-ending IR with torn ACL. Fred Warner. Season-ending ankle injury.
Fred Warner. He's cold as ice.
I want to know what an injury is.
Defensive end Bryce Huff, hamstring injury, game in week 7. Ricky Pearsall, knee injury. George Kittle,
hurt again.
Just tore his Achilles tendon.
A lot.
2024. Christian McCaffrey missed 13 games.
So you think that they're weakened by this substation?
Brandon Ayuk, 10 games missed. Starting left tackle, offensive lineman Trent Williams, 6 games missed. 2022. Trey Lance, 15 games missed. Jimmy Garoppolo, 5 games missed. Jordan Matthews, 17 games missed. 2021, they were the number 3 most injured team in the NFL.
Maybe their practices are too intense.
Maybe they don't.
Calm down, Shanahan.
Maybe they don't have a choice, Reid. Maybe they don't have a choice in the matter.
Maybe they don't.
You've never heard of this?
I've not heard of this. No, I think it looks like perhaps I'm one of the few people who haven't. Some people in the nasty chat saying that this is a thing.
Am I full on board with this? I don't know, Reid. I mean, the more I've looked into it, the more at risk I feel those 49ers athletes are.
Well, maybe they are.
If you look at it, like go on Twitter, if you have X or just Google it, 49ers substation, you will find a lot of information on this and a lot of scientific study that would suggest that, yes, these low-frequency electromagnetic fields can degrade your soft tissue, your collagen.
And then you get hurt in a game.
Tendons.
Interesting. Yes. Having said that, they've been a pretty good team.
I know, but when you think of injuries, and especially heading into the playoff, you think of the San Francisco 49ers. They have more high-end injuries, I think, than any other team that I can think of in recent memory.
Well, Kittle's a big loss.
But Purdy, remember Purdy? Was out? Drake May had to come in? Or not Drake May. Who's the other? Who used to be the it boy in New England?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Jack in the nasty chat, who are the goalies tonight? Has it been announced? It has not been announced, but it's expected it's Jarry against Saros. The Oilers didn't have a morning skate, but they have activated Jarry. Mech says Jay looks like he's cosplaying as Mirage from The Incredibles. Mike outside of Yegg says they should practice with a grounding strap attached to them.
Oh, maybe.
Kelvin says they don't stretch properly.
Could be. Maybe the electrical substation is preventing them from stretching.
Well, I mean, who knows why players get injured? I guess that can be put forward as an explanation. I can't stop it being put forward. I'd never heard of that.
Well, now you know.
I don't look into stuff like that.
Yeah, it's electric. That's 2 things I would never screw with in my house. Electrical and plumbing, water plumbing.
Right.
You just don't do it. Otherwise, you end up wearing a tinfoil hat.
Well, yes, you certainly do. The Oilers are 15-1-2 in their last 18 games against Nashville. McDavid has a point in 19 consecutive games, 44 points. Against the Predators in his career, he has 46 points in 25 games. Leon Draisaitl against Nashville in his career, 28 goals, 51 points in 30 games. So the Oilers will try to keep pounding down the Predators tonight. All right, we have our... That's amazing. You're like I don't know if you're wearing a tinfoil hat or you just got some coloring in your hair. You got some highlights put in.
Hard to tell.
How do you know for sure?
Max says Jay looks like he's a member of the Illuminati.
Yeah, well, you might be.
The aluminum Nazi.
You might be.
Did we mention that one earlier that came in the Saw? What was it?
The Saw series, the Cuba Saw.
The Cuba Saw.
Always a twist.
That was good.
There's always some sort of twist.
That was really good.
All right, we're going to come back with our words of the day. Tom's going to take over at 5 with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Here is the Coop.
The Oilers have activated Tristan, Jarry, and Jake Walman off long-term injured reserve. In a corresponding move, Adam Henrique moves to LTIR. And in Nashville tonight, it's the Oilers facing the Preds. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson, tee things up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. You can join Tommy at Boston Pizza Clearview for both pre and post game coverage, with pregame starting at 5 only on EST. And bad news from Tampa Bay. Braden Point out week to week. He went down with a lower body injury last night against the Flyers. The Lightning are in action today, seeking 11 straight wins when they battle the Penguins at 5 o'clock. And there's some big news from Pittsburgh. Longtime Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin has stepped away from his position. Tomlin had 2 years left on his current deal and spent the past 19 years with the club. For the Niners, they've opened Fred Warner's practice window. That opens the door for a possible return to join the team in their clash against the Seahawks this weekend. Warner has been sidelined since October 12th with an ankle injury. Tipping off in the NBA, the Suns face the Heat. The T-Wolves and Bucks square off, while in Houston, the Rockets and Bulls hit the hardwood. The Reid Wilkins Show wraps up following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Hangout.
The Edmontarian texts in, 94.7% of anyone who knows who Aaron Rodgers is thinks he's a douchebag.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers cares, though.
No,
that's kind of what I like about him, is he's just like unapologetically that guy. Be an authentic douchebag.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada Ice Dancers, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier on Support from Home.
We're celebrating all the people at home, the people that have supported us. We know our community is going to be cheering for us, and we know the country is going to be cheering for us.
Thank you, Canada. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
EST Afternoons.
Let's say it's Jarry and Ingram for the rest of the season. I don't think Jarry is a clear-cut number one with the way Ingram's playing.
Not now. That's the splinter that's been put in the minds of management, I think, over this last month of Connor Ingram playing. It's like, okay, well, we called him up because it was basically an emergency situation. Let's see what this guy has. Man, he's got a lot.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
UFC 324 is live Saturday, January 24th at the Canadian Brewhouse. With TVs at every turn, ice-cold drinks, and non-stop action, you won't miss a second of the fight. UFC 324, live at the Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
The Oil Stream.
What does Mangiapane need to do? Like, do something where we're talking about you. You can't have the type of game where Tommy's hopping on GCL Diesel postgame show. You're not even mentioning Mangiapane.
Yeah.
Like, it's like he wasn't even there.
Be a spark.
Do something. Start a scrum around the net. I mean, do something.
Create some offensive opportunities.
To make yourself noticeable in some way.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
It is an Oilers game day. Henceforth, that doesn't make any sense.
I'll read a lot of things we do on this show.
It's nigh on 2 hours until the game starts. No, it isn't. It's nigh on a little over an hour. Oh, my. If you have not given us a thumbs up on our YouTube stream, you have 5 minutes to do so. We're at 125. So let's see if we can hit 135 in the next 5 minutes. Now, if you've already thumbed us, leave your thumb and share the show link and stick around and watch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola at 5. He's at BP Clairview. Go say hi to Tom. You know what I have found broadcasters really like is when they're live on location, just walk up to them and start a conversation with them. I used to love that in Studio 99.
You must have had that a lot.
It happened, it happened frequently enough. And you have to try to be polite, right? Like usually because sometimes I'd be doing the show and then I would notice like there was someone standing there next to me, sometimes like for several seconds talking to me and wondering why they aren't getting a response. Right. And I'd point at the little red light and try to give them 1 minute. And sometimes I would just get like, and then they just, or they'd like go to hit the button, which would take me off air. Like, no, I'm not asking you to hit the button. I'm telling you I'm in the middle of something.
When Matt and I were on location last summer, when you were off, we were at Damon Bunting's basketball hoop or his court.
Yeah.
Somebody came up and had a full-on blown conversation with us. And we're like,
yeah, we're not. We can't acknowledge.
Just didn't understand it.
Hope you're having a great day.
Big Dave in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox says it took less than 2 years of broadcasting for Jay Milne to become an investigative journalist.
See?
With this story on the substation. Poopstain says, Jay, you should invite all the young single guys over and Reid on Sundays for beer and football and hot tubbing. Good influence for the young guys.
How do I not qualify as a young single guy?
That's right.
Jeez.
We need that rewritten.
The afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. All right. Before this show ends, and we are ending an hour earlier today to make way for Tom and our hockey coverage, words of the day for Edmonton Public Library. I'm over halfway through the Bosch book on the Libby app that I took out digitally from EPL. Really good book. EPL stands up for your right to explore every topic, every belief, and every opinion without censorship. Learn more about how EPL protects your freedom to read at intellectualfreedom.ca.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what
It is
again?
almost tied, the
Let's
hot tub
find
song.
out.
English, do you
Reggae's up
speak it?
51-49.
I might have a solution. I might have a solution.
Well, right now there is a winner. It's almost tied, but
it's
not.
almost tied. I think there's a way we can figure it out.
Okay.
Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. First word of the day, umbrage. Umbrage.
Umbrage, U-M-B-R-A-G-E. And I believe that means like to take exception or to take offense to something.
Dun, da, da, da.
There's my own pre-recorded voice celebrating current me being correct.
Umbrage refers to a feeling of being offended by what someone has said or done. It is often used in the phrase take umbrage.
Right.
Some listeners took umbrage with hot tub peekaboo.
Right.
Which is fine.
Coob did not take umbrage at people using his title in horror movies.
Well done. Second word, innocuous. Innocuous.
Oh, I got to be careful with the spelling here.
A little tricky at the back end, Reid.
I-N-N-O-C-U-O-U-S. Innocuous. And innocuous is basically harmless or not dangerous, such as the smelly gas turned out to be innocuous. 4 for 4 going into an Oilers game, everybody. They're scoring 10 tonight.
Oh, baby.
7 goals for Draisaitl.
Innocuous describes either something that is not likely to bother or offend anyone or something that causes no injury or is otherwise considered harmless.
Yes. Good.
Wow.
I'm doing well.
You're doing really good.
4 for 4 coming down. 4 for 4 down the aisle tonight.
Reid Wilkins, whoa.
That's Will Fraser, is it not?
It is.
Oh, my goodness.
Classic.
What is that, the Weiss Johnson spot? That's to the tune of the Weiss Johnson spot from the morning show?
That's a cat. Oh, my gosh. It's 50-50, Reid. This is perfect.
Well, when's the polling end?
Now.
Oh, it's already over?
Well, the show is over, Reid. Okay, we'll figure it out. The brain is spinning. The old brainolator is moving.
Did Knobloch talk yet? I haven't seen anything.
We don't know. We haven't confirmed anything.
I would think Jarry's playing and Walman if they activated them. But they'll. That's why we have a GCL Diesel, Oil Stream, pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola. Shawn Belle, the analyst tonight there at BP Clearview. Ben Thompson is going to be at the technical desk here at the Edmonton Sports Talk Global headquarters. All right. On behalf of Zach Kubish and the glue guy, Jason Milne, I'm Reid. Enjoy the game.